Greetings and welcome. I am not quite sure when this is going to be uploaded because my internet has been going up and down today, and currently it's down. But just before the internet went down, I was listening to an interview with James McCanney on InfoWars. And it sparked some, James McCanney said a few things that sparked some thoughts, and I wanted to record them before I forget. So, anyway, I was going to do a video over this weekend talking about Hurricane Irma, and now there's another one behind it, Hurricane Jose. And I was going to say, in that video, well, who is responsible for this? And there's three choices, well, there's several choices. The Russians, the Japanese Yakuza, and the Chinese. You know, all these countries have this technology, although I've been told the Yakuza has the more primitive kind. But as I was listening to James McCanney, discuss these things, and I was also going to say the deep state is another alternative. Now, that's kind of a stretch, you would think, because if the U.S. is doing these kind of disasters to itself, what is going on? Well, I have a strange feeling that Jim McCanney is right, and that this is a deep state perpetrated thing. In other words, there are dark recesses in the U.S. government that are actually doing this to the U.S. And if that's not treasonous, I don't know what is. Seriously, folks, this is getting totally out of control. The deep state and the people behind the New World Order are really upset that Donald Trump was elected president. Now, what they're trying to do now is have a slow-motion coup against Donald Trump. And as far as I can tell, it's well advanced. It's well advanced. Not even Trump's brother-in-law and other important people to him are able to see him now without being escorted by the chief of staff, McMaster's, and others. And there is documented proof that Masters has been sending back reports to George Soros. In other words, this man is loyal to George Soros and not to Donald Trump, and is attempting to hijack the administration. So the United States finds itself in quite a pickle. Now, Donald Trump is a very intelligent guy, and I really don't know how he allowed himself to be maneuvered into this position. But it's happened. The Rhino Republicans are cheerleading for the deep state, just like the Democrats. And all the forces of the Washington establishment are arrayed against that. And then there's also the outright censorship on Facebook and Google. and Twitter, and they are going for all the marbles. The only thing I can say is, thank God that Hillary Clinton was not able to steal the election, because then it would be even worse. But this is what they had in mind. This is what they had planned for a long time. And then when Donald Trump won the presidency, that ignited a war behind the scenes. And that war continues until the present day. So, really, folks, I don't know what to tell you, but according to James McCanney, the deep state is responsible for this series of storms, starting with Harvey. And the deep state is responsible for a lot of the problems that we're having. So, knowing what I know about prophecy, I know that eventually these forces will come down and be defeated. But I really don't know when that is. I don't really know when that's going to happen. But we've got to work with what we have. We've got to work with the internet. We've got to work with the social media. And we've got to begin to shift our activities and shift our focus to Steemit and DTube and other uncentralized platforms before it's too late. And so that will eventually eat Facebook's and Google's lunch. But until then, we've got a real problem in our hands, and we must do something about it. Anyway, I did have I was going to prepare a presentation on the Anunnaki, but the internet has to come back up before I can do that. So anyway, this is Mark Allen saying goodbye, everybody.